Sen Batsano, Hishke Bakshvan. I'm Hishke from Nomiin Ger. Today's topic is how to pronounce long vowels correctly. The last time we learned about how to pronounce unstressed short vowels. If you haven't checked it out, I put the link in the description below. Please go ahead and watch it. In this video, I'm going to talk about two things. The first, what are the long vowels and how to pronounce them? Second, the stress of the word when contains the long vowels. The first, what are the long vowels in Mongolian language? The long vowels are two consecutive vowels, double vowels, that are the same. They are pronounced longer than the short vowels. Here are the long vowels. The short A would be A. The long A would be A. E. I. O. U. U. Now, let's read some words with the long vowels. Ah, ow, ow, ham, edge, edge, this, emic, team, lear, aw, horse, door, awesome, ooh, ooze, do, ur, horhun, ooze, sue. As I mentioned before, since there are double vowels in a word, it must be pronounced long. If you don't pronounce them long enough, and meaning of the word would be changed or misunderstood. For example, tsas is snow, but tsas is paper. Here are some more examples. Der is pillow, der is on, hot is far, hot is food. Zach is market, but zach is to teach. Zon is summer, but zon is century. Now, if there are two long vowels in a word, the first long vowel pronounced long, and the following long vowels pronounced short, just like a short vowels. For example, hanas, tuni, neged. So see how the word neged pronounced. The first double A pronounced long, and then second double A pronounced shorter. So we can see more examples.
хаашаа, тиймээс, уугуул, өөрөө, хүүгийн.
As I mentioned in my previous video about how to pronounce unstressed short vowels, where I talked about stress of the word. And let me remind you, the stress in Mongolian language, the stress of the word always falls on the first syllable, unless there are long vowels or diphthongs. So if a word contains long vowels in a following syllable, the stress of the word shifts into the long vowels, but you will still pronounce the short vowels in the beginning of the word. For example, kata, kata, shire, shire, oto, oto, sagda, sagda. Let's see the word sagda. Since this word has long vowel, which is double a, the stress is on the second syllable, not the first one. So we say sagda instead of sagda.
Let's read more examples here. Дараа, миний, буруу, хичээл, жолооч, цагаан, улаан, халуун, бороо, удаан, өглөө, хөдөө.
Let's say we have a word with 3 syllables. If a word has 3 syllables and the third syllable has a long vowels, the stress is on that long vowels in the third syllable, but you still pronounce the short vowels in the beginning, and then following short vowels will be reduced or not pronounced at all. For example, харанда, харанда, заримда, заримда. So in the 3-syllable word zarimda, there is a long vowels on the third syllable, so stress shifts on that the long vowels, the final syllable, while the second syllable, the short vowels, reduced or hardly pronounced. Let's see more examples.
Хэрэглээ, судалгаа, уралдаан, оролцоо.
Let's review what we learned using the examples of the commonly mispronounced words. These are some examples that I see my students mispronounce a lot. Number 1, the long vowels are the double vowels that are pronounced longer than the short vowels. For example, nadam, nadam, not nadam. Number 2, if there are 2 long vowels in a word, the first long vowel is pronounced long and the following ones are pronounced short. For example, Ulaanbaatar, Ulaanbaatar, not Ulaanbaatar or Ulaanbaatar. Number 3, finally, if there is a long vowel in a word, the stress falls on that long vowel. For example, цагаансар, цагаансар, not цагаансар. This is the end of the video. I hope it helps. I'm Ger from Nomiin Ger, and thanks for watching, and see you next time. Баярлалаа, баяртай.